Everyone, welcome to the presentation of CSCI 572 D3 Visualization Assignment. We are Team 34. At this part, we need to answer 5 questions by the query and use a chart to showcase our result. Let's see the first question. In this question, we need to find the time-based trends exist in gum ads. We use a bar chart to show our result. As we can see, the number of ads grows rapidly as time goes by. And the y-axis is the number of ads, and the x-axis is the time. And let's move on to the second query. In this query, we need to identify the ads based on the time window or the geospatial information. So we set two checkbox to fill our result. If we choose time, and we can type the start date. For example, let's type 2014, January the 1st. And we get the map here. It shows the distribution of ads that we get. The bigger the cycle is, the square is, the more number of ads that is posted in this particular area. And after that, there is a graph that will show the result. The root of it is United States, and first layer are some states, and the second layer are the cities in these particular states. And we can fold this node by click it, and it will show the dynamic. And second, let's choose to filter it by the state, which is a geospatial area information. For example, if we type Florida, and here comes our result. The root of it is the state name, and the first layer are the years, are 2 years that has posted from Florida. And the second layer are 4 quarters, which has ads published in it, and it has the number of ads beside it. And let's move on to the third query. In this question, we need to identify similar firearms images types, and that are sold in same regions and times. For the same region, if we what we need to type is just a city name, and we can also get the result from the same state. For example, let's set the city, for example, like St. Louis, and we need to find the gun type is handguns, and the begin date is 2015, January the 1st. And here's a chart that we draw. As we can see, the white line with orange points on it is the state information, and the white line with blue point on it is the city ads. And we can see there's far more ads posted in the states than the city. And we can see the number of ads that sells in each month. And let's move on to the fourth query. In this query, we need to find out if there's a stolen happen, and we need to identify the phenomenon that the rate of ads and images will increase. To restrict the ads which will happen after the stolen, we said that the user who posted this kind of information should not register, and of course it should come from private party, and it must have a category information so that we can identify if it is from a particular type. So after that, since the data set we get is not very good, and not big enough, we only get this kind of graph. And it shows some kind and you can see there's a increase in the 12 months. And let's move on to query 5. In this query, we need to identify ads that posted by a person whom are underage or the weapon are de-identified. First of all, since it is a person user, so it should from private party. And after that, we think that if the person that is underage, he or she cannot register in this website. So we choose unregistered. And after that, we separate all the ads to 3 gun types, which is rifles, shotguns, and handguns, and 1 type that is not identified, which may be the kind of weapons that are de-identified. And for the weapon which has the gun types, we take the price into consideration. As we all know, the weapons that do not have serial number should be far more expensive than the normal one. So after we calculate the average price of weapons for a particular category, we separate the result and find out that there's some kind of weapon that is above average and regarded as a weapon that are de-identified. And let's move on to the last query. In this query, we need to identify ads and images that are related to unlawful transfer, sale, and possession of explosive WMD devices and precursors. And here's the map that showcases our result, the distribution of our result. So I will explain how we identify if a weapon is a explosive. First of all, we think that the people who sell this kind of weapons should not register in this website. And we continue to find the information of an explosive weapon. We try to search for some keywords from the description of its ads. And the keywords are percussion cap, primer, TNT, and RPG. And after this search, we get this pie chart. So that's the end of the 6 queries. And let's move on to the banana, our implementation of banana. Here's the implementation of our banana. We have already injected our category, our collection to the banana. And here's the event panel. And we can filter the result by check the fields. For example, I'd like to search the ads that has category information and a manufacturer information, and maybe it has some keywords of its ads. And from the right side, we get the result, and we can expand the result by clicking it and get the full information of it. For example, like address, category, description, geolocation information, and upload date. And of course, we implemented our own, we customize our own panel. This is a bar chart panel that we implemented. The y-axis is a time train, and the x-axis are the number of ads that that posted in this particular quarter or season, just as what we have in the query part. And that's how we implement the banana. And following is our implementation of facet view. Well, we set 2 facets. One is the gun type and another is state. And for example, I want to find some ads that related to handguns and from Florida. And from the right side, we get the result, and it shows the title of the ads and the description of ads. And of course, we can type some keywords to fill the result. For example, let's type register. And here's the result that we get. And that's how we implement the facet fill. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you.